Lone Ranger. Hi-yo, Silver! A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty Hi-yo, Silver. The Lone Ranger.
This is a story of one of the most mysterious characters to appear in the early days of the West. He was a fabulous individual, a man whose presence brought fear to the lawless and hope to those who wanted to make this frontier land their home. He was known as the Lone Ranger. This is silver mining country, or rather it was once. Now almost all its mines are closed down, their riches exhausted. There's a theory, however, that where silver has been, silver must be. And among those who hold this theory are Dick and Bob Larrabee, brothers who have come all the way from the East to test it and hope it will prove to be right. Though what Hard Rock Jones and Rusty Bates, his partner of 30 years standing, are hoping for is hard to say, or if one could say, better left unsaid.
Not a holdup, boys. I'm returning something I think belongs to you. All right, Tonto, bring him out. He does, doesn't he?
Sure he does. Where'd you find him?
Back there. He must have strayed. You'd better take him. Better hobble him, too.
Well, thanks a lot. When we saw that mask, we kind of thought maybe...
That's all right. We're not thinking anything. Thanks for bringing our mule back. And if anybody rides by asking if we've seen a masked man, we didn't.
Think I'm an outlaw, eh? Well, you're not the first ones to think it. You're the Larrabees, aren't you?
Sure. How'd you know?
We've heard about you. Heard you were looking for silver. You picked a likely spot. I like the looks of that formation. Try a little higher. Maybe you'll find something. You know, it's stuff like that that started Ed Schifflin digging around Tombstone. Maybe you boys haven't heard about it. He's made one of the richest strikes in the history of the West. Well, Tonto, we'd better be going. We still have to find a place to camp.
That's right.
Adios, boys.
Hey, wait!
Good luck.
I'm gonna try that. A masked man on a white horse and a redskin. I got a hunch. Bob, I got a hunch. It's silver. Bob, it's silver. Look.
But it can't be. I mean... But it is. It is silver. Hey, we've struck it. We struck it rich.
We struck it rich.
They've struck it. Tenderfeet. Pilgrims. Hardly a week. Us 30 years. Never anything. Anything. But they've struck it. Not us as should have. But them. Them dirty little tenderfeet.
It ain't fair, Hard Rock. They ain't deserving of it. I gotta say it. Just ain't fair.
No. No. But maybe, Rusty. Maybe...
Maybe what, Hard Rock? Maybe what?
Maybe we can make it fair. Come on, let's get back to the cabin. I've got to figure this out. Here. I gotta figure this out.
My, Hard Rock, you and me living in this old shaft house, the two of us. When if we'd have struck it rich, we could have added a room to it.
Get in there, you old fool. I want to talk to you. Rusty, got an idea how I can get my hands on that claim.
You have, Hard Rock? Have you? Honest?
I'm going to make a sketch of those tenderfoot's location. Mark out a couple of discovery claims for us and get it to the sheriff. And pretend they jumped us.
Jumped us? But I thought,
But to get them, to get rid of them, I'm going to accuse them of murder. I'm going to say they jumped us at the claim, but we got away. We come back here, and they followed us. We had a fight. I escaped. But they killed you. Yes, that's it, Rusty. So I'm going to get rid of them. Claim they killed you.
but you gotta have a body.
I thought of that, Rusty. I thought of that.
Hard Rock. No. No.
Sorry, but I've been waiting 30 years. And this is the way it's gotta be.
But we've been partners 30 years.
You wouldn't want the next 30 to be like the last 30. Neither would I. Sorry, Rusty. Yeah, I gotta get things straight to show the sheriff. The canyon here. Discovery claim here.
Uh-huh. Looks straight enough. Neither one of the Larrabees have been in here yet. I'll tell you what I'll do, Hard Rock. I'll nab the boys on suspicion, just so they don't take a notion to light out. Then we'll go over to your place, and if Rusty's dead, like you say he is, then we'll have a trial. And I reckon you won't have to wait as long as sundown to see a couple of killers get what's coming to them.
Good enough.
We'll make camp here, Tonto. I'll make things ready while you go into town and get some supplies.
Me go now.
Wait a minute. Isn't that one of the Larrabees we talked to?
That him?
Wouldn't it be strange if they had found silver where we told them to look? Well, you'd better get on to town. If there is any news, you can tell me when you get back.
Me go now.
Them claims. They belong to the Larrabees or to me?
If they jumped your claims and killed to get them, they're yours, of course.
That's all I wanted to know. Only I thought maybe... Here comes one of them now.
Which one?
The oldest one. He's headed this way.
Now, I'll handle this. You just don't let him see until after he's in here. Get in the corner.
All right.
And keep quiet.
Howdy, Sheriff. I want to record a claim. I got it marked down on this here. Me and Bob struck it rich today, Sheriff. Real rich.
Yeah? Is your claim anywhere near these?
This is our claim. Where'd you get this?
Surprised you, didn't I? Bet you thought that shot you fired after me done for me, didn't you? Well, it didn't. And you're going to be tried for murder. Rusty's murder.
Murder?
That's right. I'm arresting you on suspicion. And if Rusty Bates is dead like Hard Rock tells it, then you and your brother will hang.
So now Dick Larrabee in jail.
Accused of claim jumping as well as murder?
That's right.
Well, that's nonsense, Tonto. We know the Larrabees didn't jump those claims. We saw them there before they made their discovery. If Hard Rock lied about claim jumping...
You think him lie about murder, too?
What do you think?
Me think him lie.
So do I, Tonto. Where's the sheriff gone? Out to the claim to arrest Bob?
That's right.
Then we'd better get there. Those boys are going to need our help.
I don't get this, Sheriff. This is our claim. We never killed anybody. I didn't, and neither did Dick.
I know you didn't, Bob. Or at least I think I know.
The masked man.
Sheriff, I know this boy and his brother didn't jump these claims. And it's reasonable enough to believe if they're not claim jumpers, they're not murders. They wouldn't have a motive. I wonder if you know anyone who would.
Look here, stranger. If you...
I'll handle this, Hard Rock. All right, stranger, offer that mask. Let's see what's behind it.
I'm not sure you want to see. Tonto, you still have them covered?
Them covered, all right.
Where's he?
Behind those rocks. You still want to make an issue with the mask?
I'm no fool. What's the idea? Are you friends with these boys? Do you figure on taking him away?
No, I never interfere with the law unless it promises a breach of justice. In this case, I think justice will be served. What are you going to do?
Well, if you don't meddle, go over to Hard Rock's place and pick up Rusty.
And then?
If we find Rusty, put these boys on trial.
When will that be?
Today, mister. This is a county where killers don't last long, masked or otherwise. They'll get their trial as soon as we get back. If they're guilty, well, there's no use wasting time sending them where they're going, is there?
Meaning that if they're found guilty, they'll hang today.
You got any objections?
No, as long as you hang the right man.
We better get going.
Right. Give me your hands.
You're just going to let them hang us, mister? Aren't you going to help us at all?
Bob, only one man will hang. And that's Rusty's killer.
Come on.
You hear all that, Tonto?
Me here.
They're going to try those boys today and hang them if they find them guilty.
Yes, Kimasabi. What we do?
We have to work fast. Let's go. On, Silver.
Poor Rusty's right inside, Sheriff. I'll help you pack him back into town.
Thanks. Keep your eye on the boy. In here?
Yeah.
He's not in there.
What the? But he was here, Sheriff. He was laying right here by the door.
No body, huh? You see, Sheriff, he's not telling the truth.
What's that?
Hold on, Hard Rock. Now listen. Are you sure about this?
Would I be making a joke about my friend's murder? I tell you, I saw this boy and his brother kill Rusty.
You're a liar, Hard Rock. But if what you say is true, there's no case against us without a corpus delicti.
What's that mean?
It means without a dead body, you can't prove a murder.
So that's it. Trying to pull some sort of shenanigans on me, are you? Well, I know a thing or two about the law myself. I made a charge against these Larrabees. You gotta hold them both, because I'll find the body.
All right. I'll take the prisoner here and lock him up. Mount up, young fellow. We're going in.
But, Sheriff, he's...
No more talk. Do as I say. As soon as I get the prisoner under lock and key, Hard Rock, I'll come back and help you search.
Good, Sheriff. By the time you return, I'll have this corpus or whatever you call it ready and waiting for you. Can't do much good in a search with the prisoner nohow.
No, I guess not.
Man's a killer, all right, Tonto. Come on. You mean to say you've never seen one of these before? Never even heard of one?
A silver bullet? Means nothing to me. That was the real test, my friend. Anybody could have a silver bullet if they took the trouble to make one. But that draw, you just got to be the Lone Ranger.
That means you'll do as I've asked you?
Do you really think Hard Rock's guilty?
I'm sure he is. All I ask is a chance to prove it.
What did you do with Rusty's body?
Dr. Blaine has it. You can have the body whenever you want it.
Mm-hmm. This plan of yours, you know you're risking your life, don't you?
Yes, to see justice done.
If Hard Rock's guilty, I wouldn't let him stand in front of me with a loaded gun.
I'm not asking you to, Sheriff. I only want you to stand behind him with a loaded gun. You know a better way to get the evidence we need?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
Then we'll have to use my way. The Larrabees back there?
Yeah?
Think they'll be safe. Has there been any lynch talk?
Well, there's always lynch talk, but it doesn't always mean anything.
But sometimes it does, Sheriff. Tonto, I want you to stay here. Hard Rock's place is less than 2 miles away. Any real trouble, you can warn us in a few minutes.
Maybe you get into trouble.
I hope not. What we have to do shouldn't take us more than an hour. It's 4:10. If we're not back by 5:10, you come after us.
Me do that.
Come on, Sheriff, let's go. Hard Rock! Hard Rock, are you in there? I have to talk to you. Hard Rock!
Here I am, stranger.
Where have you been? What have you been doing?
That ain't the question. The question is, what are you doing here? You want to see me?
Yes. Inside.
Sure.
You want to see Rusty, do you, Hard Rock?
You know where he is? Tell me.
And if I told you, what would you do? Finish the job you started before?
Trying to get me to talk, huh? And if I did, what good would it do you?
You don't have to talk. I know the truth. If you want to know where Rusty is...
You'll tell me. You hear? You talk.
You haven't answered my question. What will you do if I tell you?
I'll kill him. This time I'll kill him.
Then you admit you shot Rusty, eh?
That's right. Gonna make something of it?
That remains to be seen. Why did you shoot him? With a claim? In order to frame the Larrabees?
You're right. I did frame him. When I finish Rusty so he can't talk, they're gonna hang.
I don't think so. All right, Sheriff. I think you've heard enough. You can come in now.
Maybe he's a strong, silent type that takes his time answering. What do you want me to do? Wait for him?
How long will that be, Hard Rock?
Years, mister. Years. So don't get any funny ideas.
You've made a big mistake, Hard Rock.
I don't think so.
You'll hang for sure.
Thought you'd rigged up something fancy for me, didn't you? Well, I was on to your tricks. The sheriff ain't coming in here. He's took care of. Now you're going to be took care of.
That's the Lucky Sarah's mine shaft, isn't it?
That's right. And it drops 300 feet straight down.
Why to drop? Expect me to make it?
You're going to drop the whole way. Nothing to be so cheerful about. Now get over there. Quit your stalling. Right up against it. Get them hands back up. Get them up.
Well, Sheriff, it's about time.
That's an older mister. Don't catch me falling for it. Expect me to turn around so you could jump me?
I think you'd better turn around.
Wasabi, you all right?
Yes. How about the sheriff?
Sheriff hurt bad. Me go for Dr. Blaine?
Yes, Tonto. Hard Rock, on your feet. We're taking you to town. We stopped by to let you know how the sheriff was getting along. Dr. Blaine says he'll be up and around in a couple of days. Then they'll hold Hard Rock's trial. I think you can be sure he'll be convicted.
We want to thank you, stranger.
Did the sheriff really hear enough to convict him?
Yes, Bob, he heard enough. Only he was too badly injured to move. Tonto, time to go on.
Time, all right.
Hey, wait. I wanted to ask him his name. Sure beats me. I wonder who he was.
I'm surprised at you. I thought you knew.
Huh? Who, me? No, who is he?
I got it from Doc Blaine. The sheriff told him. He's the Lone Ranger.
The Lone Ranger.